Hey everybody, let me just make sure I got this set up right. Oh, come on. Here we are. Hello, hello. Just trying to make sure I have the whole thing here so I can see what you're seeing. And why are you not expand? There we go. Hello. Hi. For those who don't know me, I'm Ashley, and I run a couple of pages here on Facebook and Instagram. I run my business is called Paloma Vintage Designs, where I make things, upcycle things out of reused. Primarily, my medium is reused vintage jewelry or repurposed jewelry, and then I use other repurposed things. But I also have a page that's just a cause page called Trash to Treasure, which is just a place for people to share ideas about recycling, buying more sustainably, and purchasing, just thinking more about what they purchase and trying to find ways to buy secondhand or reuse. I'm by no means perfect in that regard. Like, I will show you. So today, what I'm going to be working on is a dollhouse. And so the whole dollhouse, and my cat's making an appearance in a second. The dollhouse here is, I actually got from somebody on my Buy Nothing group. So I have kids and she has kids and she wanted to get rid of her dollhouse. And so I said, okay. So I went and picked it up and then I spray painted it black. And so what I'm doing here is I'm going to upcycle it with lots of things that I bought secondhand, but I did buy some things new firsthand. For instance, let me start off and say, here is the paint that I used. I bought it at Michael's to do this like black shimmery color. And when this is done, when I'm done with the whole project, we'll take better pictures of it in the light and in different settings so you can get a better idea of what it looks like. Because I imagine it might be kind of hard to see every detail here. So anyway, I made a quick run to, last night I was doing my first coat of black spray paint on the house, and I realized I needed more spray paint. So I ran to Michael's this morning, and they happened to have some Halloween ribbon that was 50% off, so I grabbed some of that. They actually have this paint that is really cool. This was probably like $2.99. It's black light neon. They have them in all different neon colors. And then glow in the dark paint. So, if I wasn't super, super busy and really wanted to spend time looking for everything reuse, no, that's not glow in the dark. This is glow in the dark. See, I got more than that. I could have gone to possibly a creative reuse center, seen if they had some of this type of paint in stock. But like I said, it's not about being perfect. It's just about trying to use as much recycled materials as you can and do what you can with what you have, what time you have, and resources. So you can see behind me, I have this huge pile of stuff that is actually all from thrift stores that I've either collected over the last month, or I've had friends who've given me stuff because I've asked for it on, reuse pages and said, hey, does anybody have dolls or doll heads or whatever? So I'll get into that for a minute. But let me just make sure, because I see some of you are watching. I just want to make sure I'm not, nope. I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody's comments, because for some reason it's not showing me if anybody's saying anything. Nope. Nobody. Oh, wait. Oh, hello from Springfield, Virginia. Hi, Karen. Thank you for watching. Okay, I apologize if I can't see comments as they come in, because I want to make sure that you can see what I'm doing, and so I need to see what you're seeing. But to do that, I have to move off the comment area, so I can't really see comments as they come in. Okay. So I will I'll go back and check from time to time and see what people have said and see if I can answer any questions. Okay, so get started. So today, it's already 1:05, so I'm trying to keep this under 30 minutes. But obviously you don't have to have a time frame on whatever you want to do. Depending on how much time and interest you have in this kind of thing, you can do whatever you want. You can do something quick, you can do something more extensive. I'm doing something kind of in the middle. Now, I have two little boys, and pre-kids, I might have had a lot of fun like painting like lots of details on this house. I don't have time. I don't have time to do that. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do today. But by no means do you have to do it how I do it. You can do it however you want. So when I saw this dollhouse, the first thing I thought when my friend said, "Oh, come pick it up," you know, I thought it has a bathtub. It had a bathtub up here. So because I'm a big fan of horror movies, the first thing I thought when I saw this was The Shining, because of the bathtub. Now you'll have noticed that I didn't spray paint this bathtub. Oops. I don't think I want to keep it white, so I might paint it later. But for the purposes of time, I wanted to have this all painted black first, so we wouldn't have to, you know, sit and literally watch paint dry. So what I think I'm going to do with this later is I got this cool foil metallic purple spray paint, and I think I'm going to paint this purple. So I will show you that later after I've done it off the live. So I thought, okay, so old lady in the bathtub, that's what I want to put in the middle. I ended up there's a store if you're in the DC area called Unique, and it's off of Route 50 and 495, and they have walls and walls of like tchotchke things that you can peruse through, like old craft supplies, random dolls. I mean, this looks like it might be worth something, but I got like a pack of these dolls for like $4.99. Like I got several of these dolls, you know, and they're very creepy. I mean, at least to me. I'm like, her necklace is falling apart. And it does kind of hurt because I know someone put a lot of effort probably into knitting this for this doll, but you know what? It was in a plastic bag at a thrift store somewhere, and so I'm gonna give them a new life. So I need to pick of the three big dolls that I might put in the bathtub. I'm thinking about one of these two. So I'm going to scroll down for a second and see if anybody has any opinions about which doll I should use. No? Does anybody? Okay. Well, anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I will probably, oh man, I'm going to probably use the blonde one, not because I just like blonde people, that's not it. It's because I want to put blood on her, and I think blood will work better on lighter hair, like it'll show up better. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, for those of you who've seen, now this is maybe not a family-friendly setup. I'm not going to make it too gross, but my boys are a little older, and they like, I mean, they're 9 and 5. They've by no means seen The Shining or know what it is, but what am I trying to say? I'm not gonna make it so scary that it's disturbing, but I'm gonna make it somewhat, I'm gonna have fun with this. And then later, my boys are gonna upcycle their Halloween house, and I'll do a video and show you that later. So, I think what I'm gonna do with this lady is, first of all, I took off her dress, and I'm sorry, I'm the type that talks when I'm thinking out loud. So just bear with me. I'm gonna keep her dress on, just because, you know, in The Shining the lady was naked, but you know, I'm trying to keep this somewhat family friendly, so let's just say she's like in a black bathtub, I mean black bubble bath. So she's gonna go up there. Now, because I'm kind of a artsy person, I have all these paints. Let me just turn this around so you can see. I have all these paints here that I've had for years. Some of them are probably all dried up. We'll find out as I open them. But here's this this nice red paint that I just pulled out just a second ago. And as you notice, I have this tarp that I laid out to protect my floor. We actually got this tarp for a U-Haul move. So that's where I got this big orange tarp, was just at the U-Haul store for something else, and now we're using it for this. So This paint looks a little chunky, so I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about this, but I'm going to put some blood on her. And here's what I'm going to do. You might have seen this before, especially if you're used to making stuff. You can make like fling like blood splatter by just putting like this and just sort of, and this is not thick enough, or it's not the right consistency. So I'm going to switch. I'm going to go to this paint. So this is a paint I have just on hand. So it's like trial and error. So you can see she's got a little bit of blood on her, but not enough for someone to actually notice. So I'm going to try this one. So I'm going to stick this brush in. And in theory, I would do this outside, but I was talking with my husband and he's like, maybe the sound you won't be able to hear me as well if I did this outside with outside noises. So hence the tarp inside. So, okay, so I dipped my brush, trying to get this camera there, in paint. And then I'm just going to fling it right onto her face like this. And I wish I could get the camera up closer, but I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. So she needs a little more paint here. You don't have to do it this way. You can also just paint on her, but I like the flinging. And I did drip a little bit on her. Okay, and then I'm just going to do that, add a little bit, wipe it off a bit. Okay, so ta-da! She's not doing so well. Okay, so again, I'm going to paint this later a purple color. I didn't want to do it black because I wanted it to stand out a little bit, but with this purple paint that I have, it should stand out enough but still be spooky looking, more spooky looking than a white bathtub. So, okay, so doll is done. Ta-da! She's my centerpiece here. All right, so while I'm doing this, I'm gonna just quickly, I should have brought paper towels over here. That would have been a good idea. Let me see. Oop, I got Kleenex. Okay, Kleenex works. Yeah. Note to self, if you're working with paint, especially inside, make sure you bring some paper towels or something just to clean up, not have paint on your fingers the whole time. Okay, now, again, like I was saying, if I had a lot of time and I didn't have little kids, I'm just gonna get down on my stomach here, then I probably would be like, ooh, Shining theme, like, I'm going to try to recreate like some other characters from the book and the movie, and I'm going to do different rooms, and maybe I'll like, you know, I don't know, try to find a picture of Jack Nicholson and put it, you know, like of him at the 40s party or whatever it was, put it somewhere. I'm not going to do that. So what I decided to do, just to make it extra creepy, is I am going to just put a bunch of doll heads all over the place. So, here's one. Again, these are all ones I got in packs from a thrift store, like the Unique thrift store here in DC. Now, I'm going to see if I can twist her head off, or his head off. We'll see. It's not happening. Oh, let me move on to this one. Okay, this one will come off. All right, now we have a creepy baby head. You know, to me, I look at it and I think that's scary enough, but let's really hammer that home. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I just you can grab markers or paints or whatever you want. I just happen to have some paint brushes and paint here on hand because that's just what I have. So I'm going to take this paintbrush and I'm going to try to make this doll head even more creepy. So maybe I'll paint, and just bear with me here. It's not going to be perfect. I'm going to paint some angry eyebrows. Look at this baby. This baby now has angry eyebrows. It would probably be easier to do this with a marker, but I don't have a marker on hand right now, so that's what I'm going to do. I still like the blood idea. I still have some red on here. So I'm gonna just do a little bit of blood. Doesn't have to be, okay. All right, ta-da! I don't know where I should put this. I'm thinking right there for now. So there's a head. The other thing, so I have all, this one, look at this doll. This was also one that I got all of these were from thrift stores. She's really cute, but we're gonna mess her up. So, I'm gonna put blood on her. I'm just getting her all. All right. Maybe I'll make her turn her head to the side or something. Make it creepy. Maybe she's just hanging out over here. I don't know. We'll figure it out. The other thing I realized I didn't grab before this is glue. So that's another thing you probably want to have on hand. You could use super glue. You could use the E350, 3500 industrial glue, whatever. So that's what I'm going to probably do after this is I'll just, because when I'm trying to make something, I don't like to glue stuff right away. I like to just kind of try out, put it somewhere, see if I like it where it is. Another thing I found around the house that we just happen to have, so my son has a September birthday, and because I'm always last minute with about stuff, and he really likes Halloween, one year we threw him a Halloween birthday, themed birthday, and so we had all these like party favors that we got for his friends that came to the party, and we just saved the extra ones in a bag for like future Halloween decorations. So my husband actually was like, hey, I've got, we've got all this stuff here from, I don't even know what this is from the trick-or-treat bags. So I just happen to have this stuff hanging around the house. So I might put like this spider over here. That orange really kind of pops on this bush here. I've got these bats are great. This little plastic hanging, hold on, trying to get it to hang right. Plastic hanging bats, ta-da! So for this one, I'm gonna probably hang it somewhere from, along with that light there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint this one a black light neon color so that when I get a little like black light, which I think you can get, at Michael's or whatever, you can get like a little ultraviolet light thing that I can shine it on there and the bat will show up. So just to make the bat stand out more than just black, because the whole house is black, I'm gonna just quickly give it a coating, and it's not gonna be, perfect. I'm just gonna give it a coating of this ultraviolet or UV paint. And then what I think I'll do is, after it's dry, I will put it, so I'm gonna probably paint it more later, but once it's dry, I'm gonna hang it somewhere where it can be visible so that when I do like ultraviolet light on it, it'll stand out. And along those lines, I'm gonna let this little dude dry over here for now. Along those lines, I'm gonna probably paint, no, I am gonna paint this light, this hanging light that was part of the original doll house. I'm gonna paint that also like a purple UV, this neon black light paint that I got at Michael's. So anyway, I'm not going to do the whole thing while you watch, but you can get an idea. So I'm going to do that. I looked everywhere for, those web, what am I trying to say? Spider web stuff. I was trying to find that at Michael's. I couldn't find it. and it's just as well because it's kind of gets everywhere. But I wanted to do some kind of like webbing or netting on the house. So I think I actually have some, and again, this is just because I have it hanging around and I have so much stuff. I have some pillow filling that's kind of like fluffy, or like cotton balls too. You could take cotton balls. Again, I didn't bring it in front of me and put it here, but I will put it on the finished product and you can see. So I think I'm going to drape some fluffy, you know, spider webby material. I might paint it a little bit too, like add a little bit of color to it. Maybe some of this, again, this UV, you know, black light paint. I don't know yet, but that's what I'm gonna add that to add some texture to the house, and you know, put some kind of cobwebs around. I have more of these spiders that I got like from my son's old you know, party favors. And then last but not least, and that's probably not last. Oh, I'm gonna backtrack. So you guys remember that I did this head, right? Well, you also have the headless body, which is, you know, you can use both. You can put the body on the other side of the house. And this is just as creepy as the doll head, in my opinion. So I'm probably going to, you know, put his body like hanging out somewhere. I don't know yet. Maybe over here, over on this balcony. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But I'm just giving you guys ideas so you can figure out what you want to do. Another thing I came across at thrift stores, at Goodwill and other places, which I was surprised I found so much of, are creepy clowns. So here's one. These are all ceramic. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. This is terrifying. No offense if you like clowns, but no offense. But this works really well for my purposes, is all I'm saying. Okay, look, his eyelashes look like they're spiders. Looks like spiders are coming out of his eyes. At least maybe it might have an active imagination. This guy, he looks, you know, he's happy. He's just saying hey, lifting his hat off to you. I could easily make his eyebrows a little more angry looking, add some blood, boom, creepy clown. I mean, he's creepy already, but you could creepify him more. I literally got like packs of the, it was like, I don't know, $5 for like, I want to say at least like 6 or 7 of these, all packed like in just a plastic bag at the Unique thrift store. So many creepy clowns. So I'm going to do things with them, add paint. I mean, God, look at this one. I didn't even add paint to this guy. Look at his mouth. I mean, come on. This is disturbing. He's holding, like, I guess candy, trying to, like, lure some unsuspecting person into their trap. But what I might do is, I'm trying to see. So this is another thing I have from my son's, like, you know, party favors. But if I could find like a tiny little doll head or a tiny eyeball or even the spider, I see this as an opportunity to put something on have him be holding something a little more sinister than a piece of candy. So what I might do is like glue this so he's holding the spider. Again, ideas. So, what else? Now, I don't know about this, okay? I feel like I found this again at the thrift store. Ugh. And it is the most disturbing little, like, oh, crap. Excuse me. Disturbing little doll tea set, clown tea set. Again, my apologies if you like this stuff, or if you have this set at home, but hopefully, I'm hoping for your own safety that you don't. So check this out. Okay, so this is a tea set, all with clown heads, right? And I turned the teapot around, but, dude, to drink the tea, you have to take his head off. And then, okay. Now, the creepiest thing that I discovered about this, after I opened it up to take it out, look at what's in the middle of the tea plate. Am I going crazy, or is that like a pentagram or something? That's just disturbing. So I don't know about this. I might burn this and just get rid of it. I don't know. But again, creepy stuff you can find for low cost, and you're saving it. I mean, that maybe should belong in the trash, but okay. I also found this like Colonial Doll that's like falling apart. His head was like this. So I took him out of the back. So he's like already giving me ideas of like, hey, look, you could do it with my head on backwards here. Maybe you could do like some kind of Ichabod Crane thing. Who knows? He's got his gun here. There's a tag on here. Let's see, what does it say? Oh, American Revolution, yes. So anyway, creepy. I could do stuff with him. So that should hopefully give you some ideas. But I'm going to do stuff with dolls and put the doll heads all around the house. So that's my point with that. And then what else? Last but not least, so I mentioned I'm going to paint certain things with this neon UV light paint. So I'm going to have some kind of UV light on here. Again, you don't need to do that. You don't have to do that. One other idea that I came up with when I was at Michael's this morning are these things. They're also on sale because they're trying to get rid of their Halloween stuff. These little like safe lights for pumpkins. So I took one out of the bag somewhere already. Here it is. And it just lights up. So I'm going to do that. So my goal is to probably, look, see, he's still hanging on there. Put them inside. Oh, nope, he didn't make it. Put it inside like the house to kind of light it up. I think what I'm gonna probably do is have this like on display in our window just to keep it inside, but you don't have to do that depending on what you use. You could, put this on your front doorstep with like your pumpkins, or you can have it as an indoor decor, but I think I'm gonna have it on display through our window. So these lights will help on Halloween to like illuminate like what's going on inside the house. And so I got a few of those, and they were like 50% off. I mean, they were just like, I don't know, a couple bucks, but on sale at Michael's because they're trying to move all their Halloween stuff out. Also, look at this I found at a thrift store. I mean, look at that. It says Avon Small World Bubble Bath. This is terrifying. This is terrifying to me. So, I mean, she's gonna go somewhere. Maybe she can like be peeking out over here or on the other balcony. So yeah, so as I'm talking through all this, I realize I'm not gonna have it finished. We're already at 1:30, but I hope what I did do, and I'm gonna scroll down and see the comments. Oh, hello, Blue. Yeah, yes, thank you. Thank you for the comments. What I'm hoping I've shown you in this time is ways that you can you start off with an old broken dollhouse, like, there's a bunch of stuff missing. Like I got the bathtub from my friend, but like if you have other furniture, you can paint like a table. Like I might try to find a random table in my son's toys and paint that black or a different color and put it inside the house. So I try to hold it right. But you can repaint, doll furniture, just anything that's like, plastic. I mean, it doesn't have to be plastic, but you start with that. Start with the house, paint it black or paint it orange or paint it whatever you want. And then from there, you decide if you want to do a theme, which I guess my theme for today is clowns and dolls. So I don't know, like I said, if I had more time, I'd probably paint more details and things, but I don't. And I think this is enough for me. And so I'm going to put a bunch of creepy dolls in there, and I'm going to make them even creepier by either taking their heads off or putting blood on them, or giving them mad like eyebrows, or you can even paint over the skulls to make it look like a actual skull. So you can paint like this white and then like give them darker like eye sockets. You can do that. And then if you have kids and you have a bunch of stuff hanging around, like extra Halloween party favors, you can throw those on there. And then you can have fun with lighting. If you get, you know, like a flashlight, you could take a flashlight you have sitting around. Oh, here's one more thing I found that I was like, ooh, I'm putting this in my haunted house. This was from a thrift store. It's a voodoo kit. This guy's creepy. So I'm going to take this tag off so it's not as distracting. And then I'm going to have him somewhere hanging out in this creepy house. So there you go. But yeah, you know, you can just have fun with it. So what I'll do is when I finish this up, I will take pictures of what I've done. And I will also take some pictures of it at night with like the lights so you can see that. And then my sons have their own little house that they have ideas that they want to do with, so I will take a video and you can watch them do that. But it's just fun, like just have fun with it. So I hope that was helpful. Oh, thank you, Aunt Bethy. So my aunt said that I'm saving stuff from the landfill. Yes, that's the whole point. So, you know, like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm not buying everything used. Okay, like for instance, the paints that I got, the like special UV paints and the neon glow in the dark paints. You don't need to buy that stuff if you don't want to, but I just thought it would make it fun for me, so I did. And then I just had some of this really old paint sitting around in my house that I'm gonna just, you know, use. And then all of these creepy dolls and stuff, and a lot of them are broken and stuff. You can just get at Goodwill, Salvation Army. Independent thrift stores in your area. I have a whole list of them in this area, but I mean every city and town has their own thrift stores. If you have kids as well and they have a bunch of like old toys that they don't care about anymore, but you're like, I don't know if I want to donate these because it's like, you know, I'm gonna do something with this. Now this was actually in a pack of other dolls that I bought, but I've actually taken my son's really like old like McDonald's toys, like the plastic toys that they give with like Happy Meals, and repainted them and done stuff with them because they like lose interest and it's just, you know, plastic waste. So you can use old broken toys and do stuff with that. Just get creative. But thank you guys for watching, and yeah, next month I will do a different project, probably not as involved as this one, but I will do an upcycling online and then like this and show you the finished product with pictures later. But thanks for watching, guys. Have a happy Halloween and good rest of your month. Bye.